Hi, my name is Sam Sandoval. I'm a faculty and extension specialist at UC Davis. In this video, we're going to talk about summer. So, the main objectives is that you actually see what are the main hydrologic processes related or that happen in summer. Also, we're going to see how the aquifer recharges the river and the concept of a gaining river. The other thing is that we're going to see what is the impact of some water users and when we extract water from the wells, what is the impact on our resources, and also I think the main message here is that to see that everything is connected. So let's start with what happened in summer. Let's say that we are in June, July, August. It hasn't rained in a long time and all the snow melt is gone. So basically I just emptied the river, and the point here is that all the water that was in the river now is going to a specific outlet. It can be the ocean, it can be a lake. Notice that as we are talking, the level on the river is increasing. So, where does this water come from? Basically, water from the aquifer now is recharging the river. The water levels in the aquifer they were higher than the bottom of the river. That's why water is moving from the aquifer into the river. The places, the reaches, where the water with the aquifer is recharging the river, we call it a gaining stream. In this case, it is because it's gaining water from the aquifer. So that is another key message there. Now, once again, let's mark our levels. So now that I marked the levels on our model, the other thing that happens during summer is we start using water. Well, we use water throughout the year, but in this case, we use most of the water during summer because that's the part of the year where we're growing our food. So in this case, when we're growing our food and the impact that we have on the land use, it will determine how much water we extract from the ground. So let's extract some water from the ground. In this case, I'm going to extract water from the upper aquifer. So as I have extracted water from the ground, notice that now the water levels in the aquifer and also in the river have decreased. Again, as the season is passing and we need more water from the ground to any specific use, again it can be agriculture, it can be municipal or domestic use, we will continue to extract water. Notice that as I was extracting water, I was also extracting some air. By now, the water level on the river is now dry. Even though I was extracting water from the aquifer, this upper aquifer, notice that the water table throughout the system has decreased. And also now there is no water on the river. So because they are connected, indeed, I was not only extracting water from the aquifer, but because they are connected also from the river. There will be a point where actually, as I just keep extracting water, the well will run dry. We are actually quite close to that point. As you can see here, I was only able to extract half of the syringe because the well is running dry. Again, I will just going to mark our water table, and in this case, one of the things that when a well run dry, well, one of the main ideas will be to dig a deeper well. I just want to mention that, so this is the water level when we start, and as we continue extracting water, this is how low the water table has fallen. Now let's start pumping water out of the deeper aquifer. In this case, we were able again to extract water, but as you can see, the levels in both the upper and the lower aquifer keep falling. And for the last time, I mean, by the end of the season, let's just apply the last irrigation to our crops, or just go for the months of September, August, September for our water use in our houses. Once again, as you can see, even though, I mean, we went deeper, again, the well start running dry. I think in this part, the take-home message is that we have a limit. The water resources that we have here are not endless. We have a limit on our water resources. There is a point where we're going to run out of water. We cannot invent any water. We have just a limited resource of water. The other take-home message here is that everything is connected. Whatever we do on our land use, it will impact how much water we are using from the river and from the aquifer. And depending on how much water we are extracting from the aquifer, we can affect our river. Or depending on how much water we let run in our river, it will affect how much water we are recharging into our aquifers. With this, we're wrapping up this series of videos. I think at this point, again, the take-home message is that everything is connected. What we do in our land affect our aquifer and our rivers. What we do in our rivers affect our aquifer and our land use. Whatever we do in the aquifers affect these two. Thanks for watching the videos.